Y'all, we must protect our mix system because it's an NYTN. That's Danielle Romero. I just saw on my feed. This is her last YouTube video, and we said some prayers to her. The reason why I made this video is because I can relate to her. So let me reveal why I believe somebody is involved, and I can't mention names, but people in my circle know who I'm talking about. And the reason why I'm looking at that person because before that person, I had contact before the R. Kelly situation. Okay. I used to be on mixedfolks.com. So y'all remember a brother, a mixed brother that's from Texas? That was me back in 2003 and four. Before I, before I went to a job, before and after I went to job corps, because I did sometimes job corps did not let us be on message board. We could be in chat rooms. They tried to misinterpret with their rules. And I didn't feel like art because I'm very art when it comes to my rights. You know, I'm just trying to get my education at the time. But there was the person that has been harassing and stalking me who lives in Phoenix, but is originally from Detroit. Well, when I used to be on mixedpost.com and mixedrace.com, I was on mixed race. I was the rock poster. I'm going to say why I was. And let me why I called myself. Remember Missy had this song Work It, do I look like the Halle poster? So I called myself the rock poster. Okay, that was I was the rock poster, okay, on mixedrace.com. Okay, and I let you know I don't like the rock, but I was inspired by calling myself that because of Missy Elliott's song Work It, when she said, don't I look like a Halle Berry poster? I said, do I look like a rock poster? You smell with rock is cooking. That's rewind. So when I was the rock poster in the mixed brother from Texas on mixedfolks.com, I had a stalker there. And I had two stalkers. One was a part of mixed white, part Hispanic. No, it wasn't George Zimmerman, but he defends George Zimmerman. But yeah, they part Peruvian and part white. Look, he like a white man though. George Zimmerman don't. He was his lawyer. He was stalking me. Okay, I want to say his name. Then somebody from Detroit. And I knew how it was from Detroit because we was on mixedrace.com. This person now. I don't think the person from Phoenix that lives in Scottsdale from Detroit is the same person, but I find it weird. They're both from Michigan. So back in 2003, this dude was bailing me on mixphones.com. And then he found some similar to this person, went on other pages to stalking me and post. And shout out to Steve Lewis, who's the founder of mixphones.com, because I emailed him and he put an end to that dude doing that. So I go to mixedrace.com. I get an inbox and this dude started mentioning, well, we meet again. And when I go to the profile, the dude said that he's from Detroit and he gonna stop, put a virus or something, put it into mixedfolks.com. And the dude kept bothering me because the reason I don't believe it could be the same person because according to the person's birthday, they are no they in 87, right? So my cousin born 88, and he same birthday to this stalker, okay? My cousin, my aunt's son, okay? So my cousin back in 2003, I was 24, so that means my cousin was 13. No, my cousin was 15. That means it was 16. Okay. All right. So it could, but the reason why I mentioned that because the dude claimed he was in college. Okay, the dude that was stalking me on mixed.com and mixed.com from Detroit claimed that he was in college. He said that his friend in college, I don't forget this, said that she was a multiracial mixie. He didn't know what that term meant. And when he Googled, he found some of my content and someone else's content talking about multiracial mixed race. So when he came to mixedpost.com, he was going in on other people, and he was going in on me. Okay. Then this dude had post things about me from a different name. Okay, a different name. I mean, this dude was constant hunting me. Now, this is 2003, not 22 and 23, 2003. Now, if you was, unless you graduated high school early, you had to be in college at the time. But if you in 2003, you born 87, they don't match. You had to be born, you had to graduate like 2005 in order to go to college because at the appropriate age, you turning 18 that year, right? Unless you got out of high school early or you got one of those so-called, because I say so-called because the person is not smart to me, just happen to be smart in some areas. But that's why, because I look at it, unless they relate to each other or they belong some type of group or cult, okay, that's why I'm saying it because I have a good memory. I remember this dude was stalking me in 2002 and 3, no, 2003 on mixedfolks.com. Now, I'm going to mention a name of a bitch. And I did say bitch, named Melinda, okay? Mulata Melinda. I'm going to say your name. You was harassing me in around about 2004, around before the Jan Jackson thing, and just before I went to job for it. You and that part white, part Hispanic, Peruvian guy who's a lawyer. I'm glad my part white, part Mexican homegirl came in there and cussed his ass out. She was from Dallas, okay? The part Mexican, part white, she cussed his ass out and told you how y'all was treated. Another mixed race brother who's part black and German was on my side, and some couple, and part Asian, part white chick was on my side. Because it was some toxic, we had some tragic mixes on mixedfolks.com. You swear these tragic mixes were parents of those from Nation Islam and the Ku Klux Klan. Like they had to have a baby together. They had a secret race mix and made these mixed race kids. Because there was a combination of a Klansman and Nation Islam, Marcus God, Black Sabbath type mixed folks, okay? Our kids united was shocking because he won't be conditioned there, right? Okay. So, Melinda, I'm going to say your bitch ass name because you was harassing me on Facebook, okay, 2013, 2012, and I went off on your ass and had to block your ass. Then another mixed brother told me behind closed door, you call me blackie. Bitch, first of all, my complexion ain't black as tar. You must have some bad vision. I am camera skin. Don't get mad, baby. That I did come out lighter, but not bright like you. But you have don't have a tan. Okay, Melinda, that's her name. She from Michigan. Not Michigan. She from Missouri or Kansas. One or two cities. So I'm giving my history, y'all, of how the stocking of being mixed on these spaces start, okay? So she did a post. I wasn't talking to her, 2003. She just went in on me and called me out my name, okay? To start, that's how I know how to fight on these spaces because Mulata Melinda was the one causing shit with me. Then this person from Detroit who claimed to be in college, who claimed to have a grandpa Mexican, something like that, but he don't claim it. But it's funny, he was kiki with the ones who don't believe that you're mixed based on ancestry, folks. Okay. But on mixed race account, I had a problem. Mixed race account, shout out to people from Canada, a mixed race couple. I was cool with, I forgot who owned mixedrace.com. It was like Black Planet and Mahente and Asia Avenue. And don't you know that Black Planet was owned by a biracial man, right? I hope y'all know that, right? Black Planet was owned, I'll never forget when Mulata Melinda, tragic Mulata, I'm gonna call her name. Tragic Mulata Melinda started some shit with me, a mixed race child. Because I did not like they had kids in here. We supposed to be all grown. I give y'all one, but y'all try to bring these young dumb ones in the group. This back in 2003. So she grown now. Kendra, I'm gonna say your bitch ass now. Don't forget because she's grown. You came in and said go back, kick her ass back to blackplanet.com, not knowing that blackplanet.com is owned by a biracial black man with dreadlocks. Oh, okay. So see how dumb this, and your mama ain't no full blown white woman. She has a Puerto Rican parent. She not full blown white baby. She mixed. Okay, she from Dallas. Curly hair Kendra. I don't forget her name. So curly hair Kendra, tragic. I'm gonna call her tragic mulatto. Melinda, and part white, part Hispanic Peruvian, and this dude from Detroit. Okay, not the same. I hope it's not the same dude from Detroit that lived in Stockton for 3 years. But I'm giving y'all history on mixedfolks.com how it started to happen to me. Okay, on mixedrace.com, we as soon as somebody came start saying that person ain't mixed, majority of us went ham on that person. Okay, I was the vocal one because I never forget there was a tragic mulatto dude. Oh Lord, was from Ohio, right? Ain't bluish like because he's not Jamaican. He was part black American, black Jamaican, and white, and he came on mixedrace.com in early 2003 because mixedrace.com started 2002. And all of us mixies of every complexion and hair textures came together. And one high yellow brother who identified as black, Aristocat something, we went in on his black separatist bitch ass politics. You know, I'm not with that fake African boot. I'm gonna use Lucky's terms, booty scrap, fake pure booty paid by a clan ass belief system. I don't believe that shit. So you know me as the rock poster, baby. I was going in on that dude. I'm gonna say the N word on that nigga. Okay, he lied to me with curly hair. Okay, but he was pro black and pro black separatist. And I'm like, why are you in our mixed race group talking about some black separate and we not mixed and all, baby? All of majority of us came and got on his ass. So I was taking a hiatus because I was on Mi Gente and Black Planet. So I come back to mixedrace.com and people was like, where are you? Where are you, Rob Poster? And I'm like, there's a nigga, tribal out ass nigga from Ohio, somewhere in Midwest. I think he was older than me because I was 23, 24, 23, yeah, 22, 23. He was probably like 25, 20. He was part Jamaican and part white. He came there, started acting fool, and everybody was going in on his ass about who ain't talking about where it's not mixed. And our baby, majority of us got on his ass. And that's how I met the part white, part Peruvian lawyer, okay? And I'm not saying his name because I blocked him many times. And I will contact the Department of Safety, Department of Justice on his ass if he continues to harass me again. Or a lot of plot, and it's funny, he was on mixedfolks.com harassing me until Steve, and when I came back to mixedrace.com in 2012. And I came there and I showed my picture to everybody. I told people I am that mixed Texan brother. Oh, that was me, okay? So everybody know who I was years later, right? Okay. So, and they had blocked the mixed race, part white, part Hispanic Peruvian guy who now defends George Zimmerman. And I believe when that Zimmerman case happened in 2012, him and Steve Lewis from mixedrace.com got into it. And that's how Steve, and I try to tell Steve, that dude ain't no good. The part white, part Latino man who's Peruvian, who's a lawyer, I told that mixed brother, that dude ain't no good. It's funny, years later, they blocked his ass on mixedfolks.com. Okay? Baby, I was so happy. And everybody said, where is the mixed dude from Texas? We meet him back again. And I'm like, y'all, it's me. Because I didn't want Melinda on there. Tragic mulatto Melinda left. Thank God she did. Because she started shit with a lot of people. And it wasn't just me. Even the other moderator who's mixed race, had a sister as a mama and a white daddy, he came and told her ass off about her behavior. That's how toxic the mixed race community got in my knowledge. Because when I was on Yahoo, all mixed up, it was a part Italian, part black sister, and she a Prince fan. She was not a Mariah Carey fan, but me and her Pink Cashmere. If you out there, Pink Cashmere, it's me, Zacharias, back in 99, 2000. That's me, baby. I brought a lot of content to her. That was my mixed race black Italian sister. Pink Cashier, you from New York, so that's me, Zacharias, okay? From Houston. All right. See, I've been on the mixed race blogs for years. So I brought content and I talk about the Afro Mexican stuff and the Latino stuff in there. I I had Spain blood in. I talk about all that, baby. I put all the tea about who was mixed with this and that. Baby, I recruit people to her Yahoo group. Cause I used to be on Yahoo groups. Baby, that when we was you got mail on www World Wide Web. Okay, but we called World Wide Web back in the day. All right, back in the day, you get the dot and what I'm saying. Back, y'all, I forget them days. See, y'all youngsters don't remember that. Those who Generation X who got the internet in the '90s, you had to like you do a phone call, you put it, and you have to wait for the thing. Yeah, I forget, baby. I forget them days. So I was on Yahoo, baby, and you know me, I was out there. I had a whole bunch of, and I missed my friends list because I had a whole bunch of multiracial friends of every lot of different shades and hair textures. I mean, if I had money, you would see how many friends I had. And I remember we had a virus on our computer, and my aunt was upset about and blamed me for it. She was like, "You talked to them?" I'm like, "Yeah, because I mean, I got enemies in person." On the internet, you meet people and you find people you can relate to. If I had the money, I'd go this. I won't go be on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, dang, I find people I can relate to. So I loved about the internet back then. You can relate to each other, you can talk about topics. And it was like I had friends, y'all. It's like the reason why I would call them the friends because I can relate to these people. And I let them know who I am, how I look. I don't deny nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it hurts my heart every time I meet someone I can relate to. It's a short period of time. I'm always attracting toxic bitch ass people, even those in the family. I was like, damn, why I keep meeting them people, but the people I can relate to of every color, every race, whatever no matter phenotype, they short period. And I hate that. I always get mad at God with that. So, but I had a lot of friends list on my Yahoo and my AOL. I was on AOL as well. I had a lot of people I can relate to on certain topics. It's like, damn, if I had the funds to leave Houston in my 20s and left my toxic grandparents' house and go move in the city they live, we be out here hang out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm giving the history, y'all. Since Danielle last video was today, and it hurts my heart that Danielle Romero is leaving because that's a mixed race sister that teaches true history. She's not toxic, she's not ratchet. And it's sad you got some stupid thugs out here making death threats. We need to take FBI on consideration. In her jurisdiction is not doing anything. We go above their head to get their police officer or whatever in trouble. Because the reason I'm speaking on this, because I can relate. Before the stalker in Phoenix from Detroit came in, I've been stalked before. It got toxic. Like I said, it got toxic in 2003. Because I used to argue with my bullies. Okay, I went off on them. That's what I'm saying. When I'm going after Blues Lotto, I'm a pro. Okay, I will go off. I will bring in debate. I'm a good debater. Bring up my arguments and post it and let you know how wrong you are. That's how I got Aristocrat, the light skinned dude on mixedrace.com who identifies pure black, mean his black setting bullshit into the doggone form. This is a mixedrace.com. You bring in pure black, fake African booty scratcher because they ain't true African. We might call it African booty because it's not true African. It's a white man racist ideology of what African is and tell us how to live. Okay, when I see that controlling shit, I call that shit out. Cause I'm about freedom. And yesterday, Martin King, yesterday was his birthday. That's why I'm a free blood of color. I do what the fuck I want. That's my freedom. That's my free reading. Okay, now I don't act like Martin King by turning cheek stuff. But I bought my freedom, okay? So, like the my side song, don't fuck my freedom, okay? Don't fuck my freedom. Hey, that's what me and my own family got to buy freedom. I choose my freedom over them. Y'all know that already. So, like I say, I've been in these spaces and I know how toxic. When Golden Goddess was going through lots, I even told her, you cannot come to spaces like a lamb. You gotta be a wolf. You gotta be a lion. You know what I'm saying? Because you got evil people out here. And remember, I've been going through this since I was in my 20s. So I'm like gangster to this doggone I am a gangster to it. You know what I'm saying? Because baby, I used to argue. Woo! If Mondo was here, Mondo saw my shit on Mijente. When I was on Mijente, okay, when I was Mulato Indígena, that was my name, Mulato Indígena. And I went in on the racist Hispanic folks, the Mexican dudes. Here we go, Eric, the racist Mexican dude, Miles Morales, Surgeon Morales, I don't forget his name. He's from Tucson. He was anti-black. I went toe to toe with that nigga. Okay, that's how tough I was. And it was a Puerto Rican racist when I was living in Alabama. I went on his ass. I didn't play. There was a anti-Mexican black identified from Detroit. Sure was from Detroit. That nigga. He was on Black Planet. Me and him went on each other against each other, okay? Because I'm like, you bashing Mexican for me and this other dude, this other brother who part black, part Mexican from Philly. We were going in on that nigga. So, but I called me the online gangster because I was the online OG. Okay, when you come in these mixed race spaces, you cannot come as a lamb. And I was trying to tell Golden Guys that 3 years ago. Okay, that you know what I'm saying. I go ahead and say I am like a gangster. Okay, I'm not a gangster to the damn inch, baby. I used to argue. I go ahead and say it on what's that thing called brown proud. The race. I used to go in on the racist Mexican folks. I went in on black nationalists, white racist people. Okay, tragic mulatto. Baby, I went in on racist Asian. I went in on these motherfuckers, okay? Women, men, it don't matter. Okay. I was when you come this spear of racism, you cannot come as a lamb because you will get eaten alive. I know Danielle Romero is very sweet, and it's sad, a sweet, good, godly woman because she don't get ratchet, she don't cuss. She more holy than me because I get ugly. Okay, I get evil. Okay, I ain't supposed to, but that's just me. Cause one thing, y'all probably saw that white woman. She used to work for CIA or something like that, and she blew her blood. She said her dad said tell her to say fuck you. Now me and my dad didn't get along, but my dad used to tell me, and that's what I told her that I used to do voodoo because I didn't want to get whooping for not fighting back at school, and I didn't want to get whooping at school, getting fighting in school. Okay, well my dad used to tell me don't let nobody discourage me, including him. So I get that energy from him. My dad and I did not get along, but he tell me, he said, if I discourage you, don't. So that's why I'm when people disrespect me, I'm very, very defensive. I don't care what your doggone title. I went off on police. I don't care. I'm looking at your character being bad. Fuck your doggone title, okay? So when you come to these spaces, you cannot be. I'm not saying act like you whore. I come in defensive mode. I don't go. You know what I'm saying? Offensive. I come defensive mode because I'm letting you know I am not a mess with it. I ain't gonna let you eat me alive. That's the whole purpose. I'm not saying come in and think you're big and bad. No, I don't think I'm big. Nobody's big bad unless you God. Okay, even the thugs out here that think bad, God take it. They help you take your life. Okay, I come as being defensive because I don't want to. And one of the people, even though she has a tragic mentality, interracial voices, her name was 80 Powell. Now, me and Eddie Power, we on my Facebook. Oh, we and her, we on each other. But I never imagined that. When I used to watch 80 Power on Interracial Voice, okay, back in the 90s and 2000s, in my 20s, I was 19. I love the fact that One Droppers came on there, and this high yellow sister did not play. She went in on them One Droppers on, and that's why. Now, some people didn't like her. I do see herself being anti-black, because she said she a white multiracial, whatever. And I'm not saying that identifies black, but you got, baby, you don't look white, okay? You don't look white. Stop, okay? You're part white. All of us are part white. And they talking about 80 pounds. But when she started coming at me about that shit, and I told her that Muhammad Ali was also mixed and he went to Ireland and provided the evidence, I used to be in her group, and me and her went in on each other. And I was like, baby, I'm not scared of you. Well, I thought I used to admire you for a long time, but just because I admired your ass, don't mean I'm scared. Okay, I let that lady know. That's what the girl know. Okay, so but I learned her behavior when I was a kid because I liked the fact that when she was on Interracial Voice with what's his name? What's that brother name? Oh God, Bird, Charles Michael Bird. When Charles Michael Bird used to be on interracial voice, here come people. They're making their threats to him too. And it was getting from Nation Islam and Nazis and Queens because they didn't like the fact that Tom mixed race. Now this back in the 90s, 2000. And here come the one droppers bashing mixed race identity. And baby, Miss A.D. Powell, that sister, that Ohio yellow mixed race went in on them motherfuckers. And I'm like, whoa, I'm learning this from her. So I said, because I was getting bullied, and that's why I have an ugly persona. You see me? Because I got bullied for identifying as mixed. I got bullied for admitting I'm mixed. Yes, I have. Oh, you got that white blood in you, and those who, especially those darker than me, can pick on me. Even I'm not bright high yellow. Those who are dark chocolate can pick on me about that too. Oh, I see why you act the way you do it. So, and I have family members who get entitled, get scared, and chin their body. I'm not, no, I'm not. You want like one dude called me a white boy, go ahead and call me. I don't give a fuck. But you being a white man's nigga, you betraying the white racist man's standard of black inferiority. You're not being the upstanding brother. You're being a downgraded brother by choice. Slavery of choice in my Kanye voice, okay? So I ain't that level, okay? Ain't gonna be any level. So the point is that I learned a lot from A.D. Powell. But 2015 what it was, and we was talking about Kaepernick. She disrespect somebody, and I went in. I said, hold on, and I gave her, and I wasn't mean in this group. I said, go ahead and ban me. I'm like, ban me, bitch. I got you in my mixed. I had a mixed race group on Facebook. I got you in my mixed race group. Ban me. Go ahead and ban me. And I'm like, damn, I ain't did nothing to you. And I wasn't disrespectful when I did, but she started coming around like, baby, I don't think so. Go shit, I don't give a fuck. So my thing is, and when you come in these mixed race and racial topics, you're going to have bullies. Because what I learned the toughness also watching talk shows. When Donahue, Geraldo Rivera, Oprah, Jerry Springer, Ricky Lake, Montel, who else? Jenny Jones, Jane Whitley. I was a big talk show person, okay? And I was my own talk show host. And Rolanda Watts, all that. And I used to watch all that. And I used to get tired of seeing some people of African American descent go in on the Klansmen, which I'm okay with that. But when they tell go back to Africa, I'm like, excuse me, we're not pure African. Tell they bitch ass go back to Europe. It always come out well they don't see us at. Why do we let the stupid oppressor define who the fuck we are? And that's one thing though. If these bullies are one droppers of to Danielle Romero, why are they not taking their ass to the Klan? They're not gonna attack the Klan. Oh, I know that, but they'll attack the sister who tell the truth, and that's sad. They'll go attack. They're not gonna attack the Ku Klux Klan. They're not gonna go attack the white supremacists or the bad cops who are belong to Klan and Nazi. But this mixed race sister who teaching history, they'll make death race there. They don't attack the racist Hispanic folks if they are brothers. I know that. But they're gonna attack a sister who's African American, Italian, Irish, Creole, Mexican, English. She got a lot of mixed in her. You gonna attack this sister who ain't did nothing to nobody. She not being rude, she not being rash, she not being disrespectful, and she getting death threats. Really? And my thing to the mulatto folks, I ain't talking about hybrid and mulatto mix Brixie. I'm talking about mulatto Vanguard and light skin Bantu and all these other. Why are you not protecting this sister? You care for mulatto and mixed race content, all that bashing people who look more African descent. This woman does not project that in her content, but I'm the only one who's darker, not dark skin, I'm caramel, not dark chocolate, who is darker than her, who is defending this sister and saying this is wrong and I'm on her side. Where y'all asses at? All that Bantu talking about and being anti-black, this sister who's lighter than me, who is Italian, Irish, Creole, African American, Mexican, Native American, and some other stuff in her, and she's not being vulgar. She's not. Where's tragic bluish lighter? You're not talking anger biracial. Where you at? Because you're not defending y'all men, right? But you're not talking about this sister getting doggone harassed and stop. But my feminine voice and masculine energy, I'm calling this shit out. Where y'all at, brothers? Mixed brother who lied at me with curly hair. Where your ass at? You ain't talking about this sister going through a lot of hell and someone out here stalking her and making death threats and your bitch ass ain't doing shit. Those who identify as black with fist pumps. Where you at, bro? Were you darker than me or lighter than me or same color, kink, curly hair, straight, whatever, perm, bald head, whatever, dread head, where you at? It's funny with my feminine type voice and my masculine energy, I'm the one talking about this, and it's wrong. This wrong. This sister getting stalked, death threats. This a sister. I don't care what she look like. She a sister. She can be dark chocolate. She a sister. And she teaching history. She teaching true history compared to teaching school. You ain't taking all that in the public school about it misinterpreting history. All this shit, y'all ain't going after George Zimmer, who part Hispanic, part Peruvian. You ain't going after these ICE soldiers, me and them who white belong to clans, but you got all this energy to make death threats to this woman. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? This a sister. I don't care what she look like. She's a sister. She not bothering nobody. She not toxic. She's not more hate content. She's very positive. She more Christ-like than I am. But y'all here want to pick on people, call people Bantus and shit. Milena Vanguard, bald head nigga. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Where your ass at to protect this sister here? You care about mulatto and mixed race country. Where your bitch ass at, nigga? You ain't here to defend this sister. This is a mixed race sister. She ain't did nothing wrong. Got all that mouth. Light skin, Bantu, and all these other kind of men. Where your ass at? Where y'all at? This woman getting harassed and death threats, and she ain't did nothing to nobody. She a positive. This should not be no last video for her. She should continue. She putting positive content in this YouTube streets. But y'all little sissy ass, okay, I ain't talking about your color. I'm talking about your character. If you darker than me, ain't doing shit, you ain't talking. If you same complexion I am, you ain't talking. You light, you ain't talking. But y'all lying around y'all little mouths. Okay? And talk about who lighter, who dark, who a thread, who thug. But this woman here ain't doing nothing wrong. And she get death threats. And y'all ain't trying to protect her. You ain't trying to find out who the nigga is harassing her. I didn't say the N-word. Because I bet the nigga I'm thinking is somebody that I know that we know personally because they know the content. And I'm sorry, going back to my history being on mixedrace.com and mixphoto.com, the same person was from Detroit. Because I remember on that profile on mixedrace.com, the nigga that was harassing me, who claimed to have a grandpa or grandma ancestor as Mexican, there was found some information trying to post it on mixphoto.com until Steve Lewis came and told his ass was from Detroit. And it was 2003. Now, if the nigga graduated high school early, then I can say the same person. But why are we getting these folks from Detroit? Well, Eminem, because I can't stand Eminem, fuck him, is from. Okay? Because I went to trail history on that, okay? They start posting things about, I'm like, damn. And the rule was don't bring other platforms to that space. I remember that. But yeah, Steve Lewis was the owner of mixedfolks.com, and I don't know where he at. He's from California. I think his mama German and dad African American descent. Okay, bright skin with blue eye brother. I remember that. Yeah. So yeah, and their brother in play. No, their brother in play. Steve Lewis and me and Steve bump heads too. Me and my older, high yellow brother, we was to bump heads too. But he let me be in his group because, you know what I'm saying? Because I went there trying to start on shit with nobody. I was just defensive when he come out mixed identity heritage. But when that dude, some nigga from Detroit, claiming to have a Mexican ground. Remember this other person claiming Mexican, okay? But he did say that I remember when I was arguing with Trash and Mulata Melinda from not Missouri. She's from Kansas. That bitch in 2003. So we were debating and she about identity and miscarriage, and the nigga came in and said, "Well, I got Mexican in my family. You'll see me singing a curacha." Yeah, I never forget that it was mentioned like that. I'm like, dude, I'm not talking. I don't give a damn. We all part Mexican, regardless you claim it or not. That's the bloodline. But don't come in my space trying to tell me who the hell I am. But he did say on mixedrace.com on his profile said these are stupid folks on mixedfolks.com, and I'm gonna get that message board destroyed. Something like that. I don't forget it before I was a job for 2004. And the reason why I told people I don't want no one where I was because I didn't want that person or Trash Malala Melinda or either on if I call Trash Malala Melinda, her or that part white, part Peruvian Hispanic dude who's a lawyer, a corrupt one, should I say, stalking me in El Paso. When I was on my mulattoes group, I had a group called Mulattoes with a Z, and I brought all type of mixes of people, skin tones, hair textures, doesn't matter, because I was in different mixes. There was the, and we talk about history and race and culture and all that a lot, and celebrities and stuff. And so, and we had some trolls. And let me tell you, those who know me from the Yahoo groups, that was not my intention to have trolls in my group. I was in Job Corps. And when I was in Job Corps, they was very strict about us having message boards. At first they said chat rooms. They didn't put it in verbatim. They just said, I will argue, I'm sorry, I will defend myself. Excuse me, you said chat room. This is a message board. So can you reward that? And they were always trying to find some excuse. And I said, I have a group called Mulattoes, Mulattoes with a Z. And it's not, I talk about my mixed race identity and heritage. I didn't want to tell everybody my business online because I'm there to get education, but I had to tell somebody, remind them, hey, I'm not trying to break your rules. I understand chat rooms because you got strangers on there trying to talk to people and all the other stuff, but my group is moderated by me. I'm the owner of the group, and we talk about mixed race identity, heritage, and I'm watching it because I don't want nobody to come in the group starting shit. Well, somebody came in the group, and it was for 2 years, and people was like, and it was inboxing me, and I said, yeah, I cannot do nothing because I'm in a space. And let me explain why. It's hot in El Paso. I'm gonna say Phoenix because never Phoenix, but it's hot. I have friends from Phoenix, Arizona when I was in Job Corps. It's hot and dry. Okay, and imagine you ride the bus and the bus burning hot. There's hardly any shelters, bus shelters like here in Houston, and you're trying to go to the library to go see your group. It's burning, scorching hot. You have eczema. It itches you, and your skin do turn red. And I have caramel complexion. My skin are dark chocolate, so I get red hives. And trust me, I found out I had eczema. So before in 2006, it was dang 20 years ago. I had to go to dermatologist to get some ointment for my skin. I put it all on my body once I come out the shower, and it was like $4. It was $11 with the $4 generic drug. And I told her I'll pay for it. Even the church, the school paid for it. I said, you didn't pay because I said I want to be independent. I'm not trying to use your resources. When I'm working at Job Corps, I'll pay some stuff because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I thought, because I want to show I was responsible. So Imagine you got to go to the library in the hot sun. They won't let you look at your group because they monitor the group in the recreation building at Job Corps and David Clark Circle Center. So you got to go in the hot sun. You not sweating. You're drawn like a prune. Your skin turns dry. Although you put lotion and Vaseline to make sure you itch, you hit the dog. You got fragrance in your lotion. You're scratching your behind, scratching everything around you because it feels like someone putting voodoo on you, sticking pins to your pores. That's how bad it was. So when the trolls came in and started shit in my group that was not my attention, I had to follow Job Corps rules. And unless y'all had me, we didn't have Uber, we had taxi. So unless you give me some taxi money to go to the library, I can go do it. So when I went to the library, when I went to Job Corps, 2006, I went to college, and I was able to get the group and find out who was acting a fool. And I can't, I do apologize. I'm in West Texas, and I'm in college. I was in West Texas. I didn't want to let everyone know where I was because of the stalkers, like the person from Detroit that was harassing me on mixedrace.com and mixedfolks.com. Also, the part white, part Peruvian guy who's a corrupt lawyer and trash and mulatto Melinda from Kansas and her friends. Okay, so I didn't want them to know where I was located, and that's why I said West Texas as a code word, not El Paso. So when I came in there and since I'm a student, I can use the computer anytime I want to. I can be there for a whole day, a long time in the computer room. They ain't have to time to the time limit. Meaning people. I mean, I'm imagining enough real. You had to wait standing up to get a computer because they allow us to use computer to the end time. So imagine you come in and out of computer, you go up, go another part of El Paso Community College. It was trust it was, and I'll be praying like God, let me get a computer, and then someone get up and then they go. So when I go check out my email, check in, and check, and so I'll be on MySpace, I'll be on YouTube. So I found YouTube, and I didn't have YouTube 2010. Okay, reason why, because like I say, I didn't want my stalkers from mixedfolks.com coming in there, and James Lindred, okay, he was having issues with somebody. That's the guy from mixedrace.com, multiracial.com, the multiracialactors.com. Me and him no longer friends anymore. When we was friends, I told him the reason why that I did not do anything about the group. First, I'm in a program. I cannot have access to the group. So let him know I do apologize. And go ahead and be real because I was at Job Corps and he's from military, so they do have like a military type behavior at Job Corps. And I ain't trying to get kicked out, but I did want to stop the trolls in the group. When I came to 2006, I stopped their ass and blocked them and I apologized because a Job Corps the strict little rules about message boards and chat rooms. So when I came to El Paso Community College, I can use the computer and check everything in monitor group, which I did. And we started being back in action. And I saw the message they were saying, and y'all, I was trying to get my education, and I did not, and like I said, because Houston, there's no humidity in El Paso, it's dry heat. You will up like a prune. You will draw out like a prune. That's how it is down there in El Paso. And I was in that weather until I got that ointment. And thank God, because I prayed when I went to Mass, Christmas Mass at St. Anthony's. San Antonio, St. Anthony's Catholic Church right there by Apostle College. I'll never forget that in 2005. And I prayed to get some ointment. Get something to stop that. And later on, my prayers were answered. First time we going to dermatologist gave me some ointment. And I put it on. He told me don't use fragrance. And I stopped using fragrance in my body wash. Trust me, I couldn't use cocoa butter. I used to use cocoa, baby. Some cocoa butter. Couldn't use cocoa butter. No. The only fragrance I had was sunscreen. So I used non-fragrance Eucerin, and I would mix that stuff in aloe vera or gel that you buy from Walmart. Because I did know I had eczema. Because remember, in Houston, it's humid. So my eczema is not bad. But you go to El Paso, dry heat, baby, it is hot. So I couldn't go to the library all the time. And many times I did, but my body was tired and I didn't feel like dealing with that heat. Okay? So, but when I was able to move around and go to the computer room, and all the other stuff, I can use the computer and check by check and get them trolls out there, and we start talking about some content. So that was my group called the Mulattoes. So that's what I say. This is why I'm telling my history, because what Danielle Romero is going through, I can understand what she's going through. And anyone that was in my mixed race mulattoes group back in 2000, okay, 2000s, before Obama became president, that was my group, Zacharias. Okay, letting you know the reason why, because of Job Corps strict rules, and I didn't want people to know I was a Job Corps. It was a government building. You don't know who, okay? You don't know who, and I don't want the part white, part Hispanic, Peruvian dude who later on defended George Zimmerman later on, before Trayvon was killed, okay, stalking me and picking, because he, one thing, he can lose his license that way. If we show the law bar association this behavior, he can lose your acting because you're not supposed to act that, okay? He constantly look for you and pick at you. That's how bad he is. Okay, talking about that, and I'm glad that the other mixed race Hispanic woman who was part Mexican, I forgot her name. She went in. She was a teacher. She went in on that fool. She went in on that Peruvian part where they used to be friends. But how he was treating me and bullying me on mixedfolks.com, baby, my part white, part Mexican sister girl went in on that nigga, okay? And they both can pass for white, okay? You know what I'm saying? And I kid you, reason why that, like I say, that that's why I tell people when it would get cold. It would, there were times that I was itching. My whole body was itching. That's how. So I want everyone to understand that it was not my intent to ever have. But anyway, but what was her name? The part white, part Mexican chick that was from, I forgot. Was Sophia, Sarah? I forgot her name, and she was from. She like a white. That's what it was. Is that a lot of these people don't understand that when you get in these groups, there's a lot of toxic people in these groups. And I've been knowing this for years. And you gotta be like you have to be a warrior in this group. You cannot come as a lamb. But in her case, and I can't tell a grown woman to do this. Is my advice: be mindful when you in these groups talking about interracial relationships, history, trying to and you educate the ignorant masses want to remain ignorant. Okay, they don't like the fact that we go against their ignorance. That's why they have stalkers harass us. And also, I speak on this before. This stalker from Phoenix, that lived from Detroit, came into my world, and I do believe that he's with R. Kelly because when I did my research on him, before I exposed him, he lied to Judge Gonzalez in Phoenix about the situation. Um, he's connected with Chris Stokes. And how I know that I believe that it's R. Kelly involved because we know that Diddy R. Kelly are connected. Okay. And when I talk about actually, today is the day when they put voodoo on my porch. First, I'll happy birthday to Aaliyah. But on Leah's birthday, her 40th birthday, because me and her both the same age, I'll be 47 in August. Aaliyah, someone knocked at my door after I had cussed out R. Kelly on January 12th, 2019, and came to the house and put semen on my porch, knocked on my door around by 8 or something at night. I called Precinct 6, Officer Cabral, Francisca Cabral, Frankie. She's in Precinct 2 now, she was Precinct 6 at the time. She has my screenshots. They took pictures. And I found it on when someone put semen on your porch or period blood, female vaginal blood on your porch. That's to get rid of you, and I end up homeless. And I noticed that Vic got evicted on my stalker's birthday, and it's weird, okay, that you get homeless, and it's always in July for some reason. So that's the reason why that I'm talking about this. But before that person came into my life, the one who's from Phoenix, who's from Detroit, um, there's another stalker who was claiming to be Mexican, who was white. And I'm gonna go ahead and say his name. His name was John Horst. He was in Ken 123's channel group. He was also friends with the part white, the racist part white, part Mexican dude Stephen Rose, and he was friends with is it Alex Baduk? I can't say his name. Is it Alan or Alex? But I can't. He was anti-Black American Haitian dude. He was friends with them. Then he was friends with conservative Mexican. Okay, and this dude was not Mexican. Okay, so 2017, I believe, there was a Mexican girl said to, well, she was on Snapchat, and she said that she wished black folks was killed and murdered by the police and laughing. And I made a video response, okay, about it, let her know I ain't talked to a person, but this is my because it went viral. Part just part Hispanic and black, and I mix Hispanic dudes from Louisiana, and I let her know you cannot talk about. Plus, Mexicans were killed or killed by cops too. They don't promote them, and it's weird now they're talking about ICE. Before the ICE situation, Trump, they were killing Latinos then, okay, and they still are. And so this little girl making anti-black content at that young age, so I be responsible about it. So this dude who like threatening look, gangster thug look, I thought a light skinned kind of white passing Mexican dude come on my channel talking about we don't look like you and blah blah blah. So I blocked him. Then he came to my channel a couple of times. So when I was beefing with Ken 123, and I found about Stephen Ross, this dude's talking about me. Now I mentioned I'm not talking about John Horst because I said no, that's one of them gangster thug cholo dude. Let me leave that alone. So then I'm like, why this dude keep on harassing me? So what happened was, I said research who this dude is, and he don't smile. He looked demonic. Okay, I kid you not. John Horst, when he was alive, looked demonic. Do not smile. A picture have a lot, even his LinkedIn. So when he mentioned when him and Marquise was going at it, that he worked for a software company and he has Silicon Valley connection with Facebook people. That's why I know why I'm getting stopped because now there's a bill out there saying that there are Satanists that work for Silicon Valley, which I'm looking at John Horst and the dude from Phoenix, who's from Arizona, who is from Detroit. I'm looking at it. Okay, so there's a video out there. What's that man name? Man name? He like being light skinned Latino man. He on YouTube. He had a white dude with dark eye, dark hat, cowboy hat, and glasses, shades on, say he saw the Satanism on Silicon Valley. It's on YouTube, y'all. I'm not lying. It's on YouTube. They are like Satanism in industry. They are in Silicon Valley, which I'm not shocked. And so John Horse would look at me weak, like look at his pictures. He don't smile. Even his link, most LinkedIn pictures are professionally smiling or they give a little serious. But this dude look like a gangster. I mean, imagine look like a gangster thug on your LinkedIn, but you're a professional. So something about I said this man look demonic, but I didn't catch it. So I don't get the issue with R. Kelly. I never get. He kept mentioning my name. And I'm like, I was a funny ad like, dude, I blocked you on my YouTube. Why are you mentioning my name? I don't know you. You ain't me. You ain't You not Hispanic. You this and that. So one time I blocked him so he could come on my channel. I'm on Bird Martinez channel. It was 420, which I find it weird. I almost committed suicide in 420 due to this asshole bullying me. Next 2 years later, I almost get robbed. Okay, some old nigga try to rob me. Okay, in the same day, George Floyd killer got locked up. Okay, got sentenced. Okay, and I had got my stimulus check, and I found that weird. Then weeks later, days later, I see bluish dollars. Like someone put the spells. Okay, I will be shocked. Them the monster spirits. Okay, the astral projection. Okay, come on out, clock is. So the dude kept on, so I almost took my life. And like, I'm not saying God spoke to me about a spirit, like, man, don't do that. You got some money from your lawsuit, okay? Because remember, I won a lawsuit. Use that money, find out who this dude is. Baby, when I found out who John Horse is, all that about my dad named John Hernandez, and it was changed. And it, no. First, he the third. So John Horse is the second, his dad. John Horse the father. There was no Hernandez mentioned. Then he lied, said he's from California. Yeah, he lived in California and moved to Ventura County. But he's from Valencia, Arizona. Now, once again, I keep seeing Arizona, California. What's going on with that? The soccer harassed me 30 years ago. He's from Detroit, but he's living in Arizona. He's living in California. Why this dude before that, this old fake Mexican dude that ain't even Mexican at all, basically a bald headed, is harassing me. So, and I found his birthday was Santa's birthday, April 16th, born 1979. He's 4 years older than me, and I find it weird because he's 4 months older than me. Remember, Black China was going in with Kylie Jenner and with Tiger, and when Tiger act like R. Kelly going with teenage Kylie, and Black China said 4 months later, you turn 18, will whoop your ass. Okay, that remind me of that because Kylie Jenner's birthday is not to my mind. Okay, it's weird because she was barely born. I was turning 18 years old. Okay, so anyway, baby, Lord have mercy. So I remind the 4 month period. Okay, and why? Because 10 years ago, y'all, when I was working at Macy's, I was trying to get closer to my apartment because I got tired catching the bus, missing the bus, then riding Ubers, don't have the money for Uber, and then be late for work. So I was trying to change location from Royal City Mall to the Galleria. I'm glad because the Galleria dangerous now. Yeah, Galleria not the same no more. I see why I get the position. So I got the position. I didn't lose, live in Louisiana. He was cool. He was the assistant manager, so he hired me for the second, pre-hired. I had to do a second interview, and it took forever for them a second interview on the phone. And it was August, around my 37th birthday. So I was like, why y'all taking forever? I'm tired. I'm trying to be closer because the Galleria is not a far from Third Ward. It's from Houston. So how the hell I'm gonna go to work on time if I miss the bus when I can be next to not too far, I can take one bus, which is 25 bus, go to TSU area, catch 25 bus, okay, 25 bus, go all the way to close to the Galleria. I just walk to the Galleria, or I can catch the 82 in Midtown and Big Galleria. You know what I'm saying? Catch number 9 to the 8, the 4, at least before 2, but I'm like, Midtown, catch the 8 to West Town, and I'm there. Okay. So, and if I do miss a bus, it is cheaper I go out of Memorial City Mall, I just get a Uber. It's like 20 minutes, up, sometimes $15 to catch you to go to work. Okay, and I'm there on time. So you know what I'm saying. So why y'all trying to block me from getting that resolved? Can call me being lazy. You know what I'm saying. Say I want to be responsible. But you know, I just feel like I just want to say the 4 mark period because I find it weird. The 4 mark, you know what I'm saying, from August, and we're 4 months apart. So John Horse. So when I got evicted, and I was at FedEx, and I remember being on my birthday weekend. So I turned 40 at Sunday, right? So he kept bothering me on Talking About Thesis channel. Now, Talking About Thesis, now we don't get along. The race Latino who's Dominican. But he never blocked me. Even before he came out the year, get those monkeys. Okay, that dude, okay? Get those monkey people. Yeah, I was when I was before I started dealing with them for the race, I was laughing and fell out when I saw that video. I was outside Starbucks and I had my headphones on. This before they stopped me from being at outside Starbucks. They had no problem then time. And I remember, get those monkeys. Yeah, I told him. As this racist Dominican Latino dude talking about get the get that dog. I did laugh because I got offended. I'm like, dude, I'm not offended by this dude because I call his ass a monkey right back in his motherfucking face and talk about he part black, Dominican, and Spain and native. Afro mestizo ass nigga. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and play victim and boo hoo cry about it because I called my nigga right back and called him a monkey right in his face. Okay, that's how I am. I'm gonna play victim. Y'all, we gotta stop playing victim. Y'all, cap them back right back in their ass. Okay, that's what I do, baby. Okay, I don't play no damn victim. Okay, so remember, what's that woman's name? She's from CIA. She said her dad used to make her not cry. he left my ass alone. John Hart apologized to me. Hart told me he's sorry and yes, and admit that I am mixed and I talked to do. I know you're not Mexican. You lied. I said your dad name. Oh baby, I did the research on that motherfucker because he harassing me. Okay, I ain't did shit to that nigga. Okay, this old fake Mexican white dude was came out of nowhere. I was addressing a racist Latino kid who got viral. You know, I'm not talking to the child, but her video got so viral, everybody was talking about it. So my commentary about the video, I said, excuse me, this old little girl don't even know her history. She don't know that Mexicans get killed, Latinos get killed, and she got Spanish and black in her. And she don't forget about Matanza, Gasoline, Bab, Operation W. I said, they not teach whoever her parents or her being pet ain't teaching her bitch ass. She ain't taught. They ain't teach her ass in history. So it's all like, how this old dude come nowhere? Motherfucking nerves. As I was saying, when he cussed up in here, the truth is that, like I say, I went on. I let that man know better leave my ass alone. Cause I made a commentary about a bill. Your name was not mentioned. I blocked your ass 2 years later. You still run your mouth, run my name in your mouth, talking to Steve Wing, Steve Rose, a white part mess with a Negro nose dude from Houston. And he go to games and shit. I was working event games. So I'm watching my mother back while he's working security, trying to make sure. I think one time I did see some a dude look like his ass. He friend with Kim 123 who asked to see my penis in 2014 showed it actually my penis on January 12th, no, January 25th, 2014, right? Yeah. Trying to see my penis. You know what I'm saying? They talk they friends. I'm like, I gotta watch my back. Then he mad. Then John Horton mad because I'm making videos about conservative Mexican. I'm not talking to your dumb ass. I'm talking to conservative Mexican about his shit. Let me him be. He can talk for himself. One thing is to get on conservative Mexican platform. He didn't want to talk to me. Yeah, he would block me because he didn't want because I had a lot of stuff to talk about because the Trump supporter considered Mexican. Yeah, that dude. I went on his baby. I went on his ass on the ass, and here comes John Hart. I'm like, damn. Oh, I know him. We smoke weed and do this, and he do got a house. But I'm saying that he's staying with his in-laws. It's too expensive to live in. But I went on his Instagram and that nigga going on vacation to Mexico. It's funny to do talk about Mexicans. He Mexican himself. He called Mexican. My man he called Mexican immigrants wetbacks and spics. He did. Talking about Mexican. He was a huge Trump supporter. He became he blossomed into a white woman. His darker skinned Mexican American wife. He living in their house with the kids. He was all for white supremacy. He tried to compare himself to be a white man because he was light skinned Mexican. And I went in on his Afro mestizo, Chica the Boys looking ass. Okay, he like Chica the Boys. Read the other night, I'm not lying. From the Boys family, this Mexican nigga look like Chica the Boys from the Boys family. Read the other night, the Ella Boys and little brother. Okay, I kid you not. Oh yeah, and I just to be anti-black. I say it wasn't for no black person in Mexico. They had said, "Well, Spain, did your ass wouldn't be here." So I went in. Uncle. Here come John Horse, and I'm like, damn. Let the dude talk to me alone. He got balls. Let him stand up for himself. Choose. Trying to be say a cow a hoe. Yes, I say a cow punch a hoe. I'm like, no, you better leave me alone. So John Horse, and he was bullied. I said, nah, I'm gonna get the laws involved. And baby, when I told John Horse, I was at Feds that Sunday on my 40th birthday weekend. That Saturday, I went in. I was home. Went in on John Horse. I told his ass. I talked to him before. I didn't tell him I was homeless, but it was late April, when I talked to Ventura County Police Department on his ass. And when I admitted that I knew his address and shit, oh, he left me the fuck alone. Yeah, you mix. Yeah. You. I said, That's what I thought, nigga. Better leave my ass alone, cause I'm not bothering you. I blocked your ass on my channel. You harassed me. You talking about me on Steve on Rose channel and Ken 123 Art Bernaka. That was the Haitian dude named Art Bernaka. That was their little nigga friend. Yeah, Ken 123 and Steve Rose and Ken, that mess. Okay. So I'm lying my head. This before Bluish Lala came in the picture. Okay, y'all remember when the stocking out was so well, I want to say friends. We was kind of cool, and I want to mention him. This is the storyline. And Golden Guys was on Bluish Lala's channel. It was January of 2022. And I never forget, I asked Bluish, did he know who John Horse was? And he said, no, John Horse had died in December of 2021. So did, of cancer, skin cancer. I don't forget that shit. So his Venezuelan wife, she very Republican. She made a video of that, and out of everybody else he did, this the man who was stalking me. Okay, John Horse, because when I told his bitch ass off in August 2019 when I was homeless before my 40th birthday, I so damn did. Because he was talking in 2017, 18, early 2000. I'm like, damn, why this dude keep bothering me? I better comment. He in there talking about me. I'm like, dude, leave me the fuck alone. And I had to go on John Horse. He was stalking me, baby. He was stalking me. I was like, damn, this man love me or something? And then when I found where he lived at in the Ventura County, oh, baby, I went on his ass talking about I said, dude, you ain't no Mexican. I said, your dad last name what? Horse, and your grandpa is too? I ain't see no damn Hernandez. I got Hispanic in me, nigga. My fuck grandpa, but I said a black Spanish Creole. I can prove that shit. But when I went on find his shit, I ain't find no damn Hernandez in that man's lineage. Tom, his mama and my mama and dad was adopted by German people and they were Mexican. That's a damn lie. This dude lied to me. He wasn't no Mexican. He was a full-blown white German dude born in Arizona from Felicia, it was called Felicia, in Florencia, Arizona, and moved to Ventura County, and he was a software engineer. I'm telling you, but he dead now. And oh baby, I did, and he ain't no. He was lying to them race Latinos that he was Mexican. That dude ain't no damn Mexican. He a full blown white German American. He dead now. I'm telling his business. He was stalking my ass. Baby, I had to go when I was on the street. I had to go on my computer at FedEx and tell his ass off. When I mentioned that I knew his information, and I told the police about it, and Abraham was taking out to my life, him bullying me, him some racist, part white, part Mexican, Puerto Rican chick, her bitch ass on Bird Martinez channel. That's when. So see, I'm letting y'all know my history, how I know how toxic these topics are. But you can't be you gotta be a wolf. You gotta be a lion king, a queen, a lioness for a female. Okay, and I'm a lion king. Okay, because I born Leo season. And it was Leo season. I told you Aries once again, like Blue Shadow. John Horse was an Aries. I'm like, damn, what's up with damn Aries harassing me? Shit, Aries. If I was a damn Aries, a Taurus, or a Cancer, sometimes like my mama, a Scorpio, trying to start some shit with me. Whew, Lord, I kid you not, y'all. It's cold in here, you know. But I'm just telling y'all the truth. I've been stalked and harassed, and you have to be tough in these YouTube streets. You cannot be, and I'm not saying get ratchet. I want Miss Danielle to get ratchet. That's not her nature. She not, but I gotta get ratchet. And I get ratchet and let them motherfuckers know that I ain't gonna mess with even go to judges and lie, make fake protection orders. And I tell that bitch ass judge, I tell the proper judge on a bitch ass, they won't have a badge, won't have a robe no more. Get their ass cut off violation. And you know you're going to jail behind that if you're a police officer or a judge or any of the professions doing some cut law violation. Okay? Yeah. Tell it like it is. Lie on me about something I ain't not do. Okay? Tell the feds on the ass. Okay? So you gotta do the same thing. So to my sister out there, though, I'm just letting you know how I know about these YouTube streets. They got stalkers, but let me also, before I end this video, we got people press that down, saying, can it witchcraft? And have before, when they're stalking from being harassed me, they say that, oh, they're a bitch down there in England. I don't want to say her name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She mixed, she part Jamaican, like a white woman. She put a spell on me. Well, babe, I got information on that too. Okay? So, like I said, I ain't the perfect Christian, but I pray against that. Okay? But just say some prayers for Danielle, because she has a right to talk and say she's leaving YouTube because of her safety, and that's sad. But like I said, all y'all in the mixed race spaces who always have a name, some anti-black content, you're not talking about protecting Danielle Romero. And Danielle Romero is a good mixed race sister, and she should be on YouTube to educate the masses. And she don't act ratchet. She's sweet. She's like an angel. She don't bother. She is an angel. She don't bother nobody. Ain't none of you niggas, mixed identified ass niggas. I said the N-word up here. I showed them here where you light at me, dog at me, hair curly, wavy, straight, white passing, two black looking, caramel brown, whatever your phenotype, nappy head, straight head, curly head, kinky head, whatever perm, bald headed, dread head ass ain't out here defending this woman. When my favorite ass had mask, I got more balls than your ass. That's the funny part. Y'all don't got no damn balls. Bunch of punks. But y'all got your name. Some of my gonna try to call someone Bantu, like when I am Vanguard. Where your ass at, nigga? Where your ass at to protect his sister here? She has a right to be on YouTube defending our mixed race identity and heritage and history. And she a sweet sister. She a sweet mixed race sister. She don't bother nobody. She don't do nothing to them. But y'all ass out here with the pants and bunch ain't out here protecting, trying to say anything about this sister. She ain't did nothing wrong. Crazy folks. But y'all got to talk about light skin versus dark skin and all this shit. But you ain't talking about protecting this sister here. Where y'all at? Where you at? And I'm talking to Millennium Vanguard. Where you at, nigga? All them mouthpiece. You ain't here talking about our sister, Danielle Romero, being protected. Huh? All you look male content creators that be talking about anti-black shit. You not on this YouTube streets talking about protecting our sister. She don't bother nobody. She not colorist. She a sweet woman. She more, like I said, she more Christ-like than me. Because I get ratchet. I get ugly. I get eat. No, it's not right. But remember I told you when I used to get put. And my dad tell me, if you don't fight, that's why I get ratchet. If you don't fight them folks, I'm whip you. I don't believe we can kill you. I just want to kill someone. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I get vengeful when people do me dirty. Okay? Shoes. And on legal standpoint, I can't because I don't want to be used against me. But the spirit there, okay? I told you. When me and Miss Candace got into it, I don't hear women. When she put her finger in my face, she like, I don't not a woman because be big bad girl, bad days on Zeus, okay? Her and the races out to Deborah, okay? Okay? Shoes. Okay, I don't play that. Just let y'all know, y'all need to protect this sister here. She ain't did nothing wrong. And this is my advice to this Danielle, okay? Be careful. These folks doing their witchcraft and their voodoo and Satanists and shit. Okay? Say your prayer. Don't curse it. Say your prayer, sister. Say your prayer. Says in Psalm 91. I don't know if you're Catholic Christian or not, but say your prayers, novenas. If you're not a Catholic Christian, you're Protestant Christian, say your prayers. Do something, baby, because these people wicked. Get some holy water, baby. Put some holy water in your house. My stock was rash, I put holy water. I showed him he came to my house, a lot of Jug Gonzalez. Oh, baby, I got me some holy water from the Catholic Church. I showed him, put it all in my house. I penetrated that house. I showed him before that got addicted. I showed him, did. Okay, I tell you. So Danielle and Romero, my sister, please say some prayers. I know I'm cussing, acting a fool, but I'm gonna say some prayers for you too, sister, because these people are wicked. They're doing death, and and like I say, these people want to keep people ignorant. Okay, the reason why they're trying to get us off of YouTube and shut us up because they want the masses to stay ignorant. See, what Danielle preaching is the truth they don't teach in school. And you can learn a lot from Miss Danielle Romero. She should be a school teacher. Okay? I know I'm older than her, but I wish she was my teacher back in high school. You know what I'm saying? Because I went to the library to learn about this stuff, about mixed race and stuff like that. And I went, you know what I'm saying, because they weren't teaching it in my school. That's why I learned a lot of stuff. And shout out to Mixed Folks, Interracial Voice. They had books out there about mixed race, heritage, and stuff that they did not teach in school. So I know a lot, and I can debate people and win because I would get them books from the library. And then like I still owe the library like $70 some since 2013. Yeah, because I used to get a whole bunch of books and just go through it. I didn't read all of them, I read a lot, but what's in the pages and just take notice. And like I said, I'm trying to get back to reading books again because I love reading books. You learn a lot from books. Okay? You do. You learn from books. Books are good, baby. You better have some books. You're trying to get out of your situation. You do research. Okay? People, like the Bible say, people suffer lack of knowledge. You better read a book. Read a book. Read a book. Read a book. Be educated. Stop being dumb. So that's what I like about Danielle. And like I said, I'm acting ratchet. And I'm bipolar PTSD, y'all. And I got my new medication. So my doctor gave me some medication. It's I can't get a post out last Thursday, and they wouldn't deliver it. I had to tell my dad to give my medication. So I got my medication. I just took it like a couple hours ago. So I'm doing good if I'm not too ratchet right now. Because I'm not too I'm not too ratchet right now. I'm not too ratchet right now. My body not, baby. I'll be too extreme ratchet, okay? Cause I know how to get ratchet. Oh, I know how to get up, okay? But y'all we gotta pray for this sister. I don't want her to go because I shared her videos to people so they can be educated because we need her on YouTube. She is an angel. She is God's light in this YouTube streets, teaching history and education. And the devil do not like that. The devil wants us to be ignorant. And I know I'm preaching and cursing, but the Bible says people suffer through a lack of knowledge in Hosea 4:6. So all these folks attacking her want people to be ignorant. And you're ignorant, you can control somebody. Okay? That's how our European ancestors controlled the natives and Africans. They were ignorant about Christ. I'm sorry to be religious. They were. And Christianity is not a white religion. Jesus was darker than me. They went over to Europe to teach them Christianity. That's how they advanced in Europe. Okay, they were peasants and living in caves. They, you know what I'm saying? So know your history, and that's how. But the Africans in the West, not the Africans in the East, they knew about Christ. Talking about Ethiopians, and the natives did not know. So the Europeans, they were criminals, knew about Christ, but they knew how to manipulate the natives and Africans, and they were naive, and they were practicing the different deities and different gods, and they misused Christianity to control them. So when you have ignorant people, you can control ignorant people. Okay, that's why people don't like me, because I choose my dearest not to be ignorant. If I was ignorant and promote ignorance, I know I would have a whole bunch of subscribers because it's a shared ideology. You know what I'm saying? No, that's the truth. And it's not just me. There's books on our books about how to make money spiritually. Money does grow on trees. You have to manifest it spiritually. That's how I got money on the street without begging for nobody. And I used to go to like FedEx, not FedEx, what's it called? Kroger, YouTube, and YouTube. I see YouTube. We call it Starbucks, place that let me use the internet and listen to books online how to get money. And that's how I would manifest the books, how to manifest money. And I didn't beg nobody, and I would say prayers and use certain words, or words have power. And when I prayed about it, somebody gave me some money. That's how I got money. Change your mindset. Renew your mind. Like St. Paul said in Romans. So that's how I didn't have to beg nobody for the more money. Because I remember I grew up middle class. I ain't begging for nothing. I mean, because I'm religion, I ain't begging for shit. You don't give me shit, I ain't give you shit. Because I ain't the person will give me nothing, trust me. I know you're supposed to turn your head cheek. It's hard for me to do that. But the same person, if I had $1 million and I remember that person didn't give me nothing, and I was homeless, I'm saying, sucker. That's how I am. I ain't gonna lie. Sucker. You didn't give me my back when I was on the street. I don't forget that shit. Okay. That's how I am. So, okay, because I don't want you to mind me. I'm harsh. I meet with people there. Just like you harsh with me, I'll be harsh right back. Okay? I ain't be no dummy and no wimp to it. So that's why I'm this way when it comes to mixed race streets. I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to say I'm not mixed. I'm going to be real. The truth sets you free. I am African American, French, Creole, English, Irish, Scottish, State American. It wasn't going to be nasty, but from dick and pussies of the different races in my family tree, I would not be talking to your asses. I'm not doing it. I have balls. Some people on social media who say they mix and look more black or look pure black, but actually back down and going on with the narrative. I said, hell to motherfucker, no. Truth is true, whether folks like it or not. I don't care who's gonna like it. Get mad. To have a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. I'm not a cookie cutter. I've never want to be a cookie cutter. I'm that soul within, okay? So I don't back down, okay? And if I get depressed, I know to take the procedure. Like the person down there in Phoenix gonna get a pleasure art against me. Guess what? The judge is signing pleasure art. I'm gonna get their bitch ass in trouble with the color of violation on their motherfucking ass, and they doggone roll be taken away from them. And they doggone license, the parents law. Don't fuck with me. Ain't no threat. It's the truth. And I know I'm cussing, but I'm that scoffer of Private 979. And that's above a police officer and a judge. God is above that. And God did say don't hate correction. I'm that person. Now, y'all want to argue with God with the Proverbs 9 verse? Go ahead and do that. But why you think everybody that did me like that lost their jobs? 2 judges evicted me, lost their jobs. 2 apartment complexes, managers lost their jobs. They about to close community homes. When I was in Job Corps, I had people targeting me for correction. They worked there. I leave Job Corps, had them asshole dead. Dying of cancer and all that. They should worry about the health, leave me the fuck alone. I ain't put no spells on their ass. They curse their own self. Leave me alone. If I'm doing something wrong, let the Lord handle me. Romans 10, 20, and 10, 10, 21. I found who will seek me. That's why I said only God correct me, because that verse. I don't want no human to correct me, because human means sinful nature wants to get some gratification checking me, and it ain't gonna happen. Okay? And that includes those with a badge or with a robe, a stinky coochie robe. Okay? You heard what I said in the homeless, so they don't human ass think they God. Shoots. And I know that person down there trying to throw me in jail, talking about that stupid judge. Her been there, her ass got a fucking record down there and pass. So bitch, fix your own self up. Don't try to check me about something I ain't not do and listen to my actions and try to lock me up. But bitch, you a person of color. I'm talking about Judge Gonzalez. Bitch, you got a white husband. You ain't white. You mix with Native and black and Spaniard. Joe Apollo will mind your ass if he was still a sheriff in Marquette County. And Donald Trump gonna mind your ass in this ice season. So I'm trying to throw a brother who is Hispanic, who's African American, French, you gonna throw me over a lie over a person committed perjury, bitch, please. Okay, I'm talking about Judge Gonzalez. Been there, her, please. Your ancestors went through Matanza, gasoline baths, and Operation WIC. You forgot who the hell you came from, bitch. You ain't no fucking white woman, and this Trump administration gonna remind you that. Drive down there and feed and see one of them ICE officers harass your ass and don't care about you being a damn judge in municipal court. Shit, crazy bitch. Anyway, I said what I said. Don't throw me and bitch, please. The day I ever go to jail, you be a and I'm not making a comment throw this. God rest her soul. But y'all comment throw at the gas, she be that. I would never go to nobody's jail over some damn special. Damn, like on time I go to jail if so. And I don't have no kids, but I was abused, mistreated, and my kids get abused. That's when I go to jail, have mugshot and be on death of that robot, because I don't want my kids ever be abused. I was abused. That's why I don't believe in abuse authority. I don't care if they're police. I don't care if you're a police officer. I don't care if you're a priest, or minister, or teacher, or a parent. When you abuse your power, I have no love for you. So when someone abuses my future kids, especially beating and whooping all that, or whatever, that's when I'll break the law. I'm not breaking laws. I'm already clean. I like hers and they're stalking down there. Okay. Crazy bitch forgot her damn history. I don't care. She got the fucking degree. She failed Chicago history when he used to harass Mexicans for who he did that wrong. False accused Mexicans and treat them like niggas. Okay, and she got nigga blood in her. Besides addition Spain, bitch, please. They're looking at ass in that mirror. I don't care what the fuck you doing like a damn white span from Spain. Crazy bitch. But the point is that them, and I know I'm cursing. But those verses don't stop a police officer or a cop, because you're human. You're not God. So it better to follow the Bible over your damn human law. And you have to say the Bible when you go to say an oath, right? Okay, well then you better follow that verse concerning me. Talking about Gonzalez. Because I ain't did none of that. What he said was a damn lie. And you know, if FBI it will investigate your ass trying to lock someone up over a lie. That's perjury. And that's also exoneration, and it's a color law violation according to the Department of Justice and FBI. And I did when that same day when she tried to bully me with that stalker, I inboxed the FBI on her bitch ass. Now I don't know what this whole thing. She thinks she a god or something with a stinky cooch roll, but bitch, you not. And then when I did research on her, I found that Miss Gonzalez used to have a criminal record in El Paso. Bitch, please pick up me out your eye, leave mine alone. Didn't Jesus say that? I don't need no police officer. Police is a trashy human being. I'm talking about the bad ones. A bad judge is a trashy human being. I don't need no bad person telling me right from wrong. In that case, I get the devil to tell me right wrong, right? Tell it like it is. Trying to make some lies on me. Bitch, please, trying to play Karen. Bitch, please, in this Trump administration, you're going to be locked up and mistaken as an illegal immigrant. The way you look, baby. Well, don't forget the hell we come from, baby. Gasoline baths, Operation WICK with President Eisenhower, what's the other, lynching, Matanza, don't forget that history, baby. Trying to act like a racist white woman ethnic, but please. And remember, I'm part Hispanic too, Spanish Creole, bitch. We both Hispanic. I'm bell pepper, you jalapeno. So I'm telling Judge Gonzalez that, bitch, I'm not scared of you. And I did my FBI report on your ass, and I did the department just on your ass, and that's why I got your ass in trouble. That's why things police got in trouble 2 years ago with the department just because of my claims. I bet it was because I kept inboxing police, which I make false when one of the officers trying to lie with the stalker. Baby, I inbox FBI on that officer, baby. And I don't want to lose their doggone job or cut law damn violation. Because they'll lose their damn badge and go to jail behind some perjury and false allegations. That's why I say only God can fix me. Not no human being. I don't care what title they have on this earth. They're not God. They're still a piece of flesh with bones and blood in it. Okay? Y'all better humble yourself before the Lord. I ain't the perfect. I know I will. I know I'm cussing and a fool. But you're not God. I don't care what title you have on this earth. Humble yourself with them titles. Okay? Had challenged her ass. She tried to, and the reason I'm bringing the story up, that even you being honest about your mixed race, our heritage, identity, you have a stalker lying to a judge and police. That's how serious these people are. Online, they'll lie to law, get some judge, but all we can do is inbox FBI on them judges and police, and they lose their damn badges and license to carry law, and they won't be locked up for lying and trying to exonerate damn people. Baby, you gotta know your rights. People suffer due lack of knowledge. Chief got her damn history. Yeah, like I said, when them officers down there, the ICE and things, they find her ass and do her dirty. You know, she a judge. Don't mean nothing. I'm gonna sit back and laugh, cause she thought that I was some nigga scared. Bitch, I'm not no nigga that's scared. And I don't call myself a nigga. That's these niggas who choose to be called niggas. And I did say that because what brother in his right mind want to be called a nigga? Okay, nigga means ignorant. So she thought I was some scared brother. Bitch, I'm the Afro Spick. So I know you said we country. Let me explain something. I don't mind me rejecting. When I call myself Afro Spick, there have been African people who bash about me, claim my mixed heritage, especially my Hispanic roots. I don't give a damn about their ass either. And Hispanic people who think I'm some weak ass mayate. Baby, I have Hispanic blood. I'm just tough as nails with you. Thank you. Alguien es spicy and ugly and pinche feo también. And pinche loco también. Don't this Pierre Morena fool you, okay? That's why I call myself the Afro Spick, since I have Spanish roots from Louisiana. And I will be that mean Afro Spick to any racist Latino person or coon trash, cop pick trash, gonna bash me for playing. Don't play. Okay? That's how I am. That's why I call myself, and that's my prerogative. I'm not saying every part Hispanic, part American person, anything she called, that's their prerogative on my mind. But I choose Africa over niggas any day. Okay? But she thought I was scared, crazy brothers who don't pick up a book, because the reason why these brothers get locked up and mistreated, they don't pick up books. They don't go outside the box. When everybody approaches for Black Lives Matter, all that, baby, I bought books on Amazon about police brutality and know the culture of it and know what they doing wrong. Read books from former police officers who talk about this shit. That's how you fight. Going to and protesting ain't gonna do it all. You gotta get in them books. Get in them books. Okay? That's why laws was scared of me on the street. Even Belly Police Department now was scared of my ass. Because I gotta get them bitch ass in trouble. Okay? I got plenty of officers in trouble. Metro Police, I'm nothing to fuck with. Only God can fix me. Not no human being on this earth. So that's why I'm that white. Because I'm not playing no victim role. And many of our brothers who don't pick up a book, they'll fight you and do you dirty, but they're scared of corrupt police officers. All that toughness goes away when they see police officers. Me personally, I'm using penal codes. I know to go to FBI, go to yes, right, find what you're doing wrong, get your ass and locked up and make you lose your badge or lose your doggone robe. And you will not be having a government job no more. Well, leave me alone. Let God fix me alone. And none of y'all God on this earth. None of you Jesus Christ on this earth. That's why I'm that person. And you overlook that, and you think you're holy. I am. Read your Bible. Proverbs 9:7-9 says, "Do not correct me, and he corrects you, earn insult." I am that person. So you gonna argue with God with that verse? I don't think so. Trust me. That's why Deborah lost her doggone job. Thank you. The African man that don't shop. Well, I'm be going the air. I'll take a picture of that shop closed. He talking to me crazy. I had to act ugly. Thank you. Y'all better in that FedEx down there on Southwest Freeway in Greenback. Thank you. Ain't there no more, right? It been closed. Y'all better leave my ass alone. Okay, y'all trying to come for me. Shoot, you better leave me alone. My grandma had to learn that. My mama had to learn that Proverbs 9:7-9. I ain't do nothing physical to them. They to their own life, based not them committing suicide, but they worry themselves when they should be worried. I'm a grown ass man. Leave me the hell alone. I don't care about that old school bullshit. And I said what I said. So that's why I'm that way. Because we gotta see that someone had to lie to a judge, lie to police, come tell the truth about who I am. And I didn't bother this person. So that's how it is in the mixed race spaces on social media. When you telling truth, here me the money entities want everyone ignorant because remember, you can control an ignorant person. That's how the Europeans took over the Americas and took over the Africa. I'm sorry, our African indigenous people that was on them areas in this land were ignorant, not because they race, because they didn't have a lack of knowledge, and they also the white folks knew knowledge, not because they're white. Remember, if people of color went to Europe and taught them that picking was not right and God was right. Okay, so that's why we have the church in Vatican City. It was wrong when Peter was wrong. First Peter chapter 5:13. Okay, church here in Babylon. Okay, when Peter was getting keys to heaven in Matthew 16, 13, 19. Know your scriptures. Why I'm Catholic. Okay, I'm not Protestant. Okay, so point is that Peter was the first pope. He went to Rome. That's why you have Christianity there. Them folks, well, before they came there, remember, they didn't believe in God. They were pagans. They were poor. They had no education. Peasants. It took someone of color from the Middle East teaching right from wrong. That's why Europe got big and got advanced. Know your history. Okay? That's why the folks in Ethiopia didn't know about Christ. It was the Coptic church, but they didn't look like West Africa. And not only one there was kingdoms of West Africa, but many was owned by Muslims, and either black Muslims, Arab people, or light-skinned Arabs. They were slave owners, them folks. But those who I'm sorry, who believe in pagan gods, they were poor. Okay, they don't know that's pagan people that got money, but these were some probably poor folks that didn't have knowledge about that either. So when Europeans came to the United States, the criminals from Europe came to the United States, and they knew how to get away with crime, and they knew how to control people. So when you teaching knowledge to people who are ignorant or who don't know, the people who want to remain ignorant will try to come after you. And that's why they come after Danielle Romero. That's why someone lied to the judge, lied to the court. I'm like, y'all, don't do it. Don't do it, because I'm going to get that judge out their office. I do touch the Department of Justice on her ass, and she will not be in the office, and she will be in a whole lot of trouble. Did she want to lose her career coming from New Mexico? I know about Gonzalez coming from New Mexico to Arizona. Did she want to lose her career? Did she became a lawyer in 93? Did she want to lose her career and go to prison behind official oppression and color violation complaints? Do she want to? Don't do it. Let God fix me alone. You're not God. Tired of dumb people trying to overlook the Proverbs 9:7-9 verse. Okay? We're going to argue with the verse of Proverbs. Don't correct someone, he correction. And I'm that person. And I inboxed FBI by Phoenix Police Department. It's funny, in 2024, the Department of Justice are investigating their ass for all what they doing wrong. And it all started. They were being corrupt before. But remember, I'm not from Phoenix. So when you're committing crimes from your city, and a person outside your city goes up national level, it makes your city gets in trouble. By they listening to that stalker, that's that. So Do they really want to lose their government funding and lose credibility and have bad reputation in a city? Me, it's going to hurt their pockets. And they listen to a liar, a stalker who's a liar. And Bendeja Gonzalez, like I say, she failed her history class because here in Texas, Mexicans used to get falsely accused by white Anglos, just like African people. These are burned and beat up Mexicans in small towns. They don't teach this in school about African people being abused, but they don't teach the Hispanic folks getting abused and lynched and murdered and falsely. And Hispanics are growing in the system being exonerated. Do this bitch forgot her history. Hispanic folks, Latinos, just like in McDonald's, are getting killed and murdered before this ICE situation, and later on it's going on now with ICE. Dude, this bitch forgot her history. Talking about Judge Gonzalez. Did she forget who the hell she is? Uh, 2023. This is why I'm telling y'all this because that's what Danielle is similar going through this situation. I had people lying, trying to talk to my family. Like this is some weird shit. They be because you're telling the truth. And like I say, when you're telling the truth about history, the ignorant class want people remain ignorant to keep them under control. That's what they're trying to silence. They're trying to silence me too and other folks who tell like it is. But yeah, I told go to God same thing because I've been in the spaces, but you know she's lighter than me and have a white mama. But I've been in a mixed race space, identified as mixed since 2000, and come in the space of being a lamb. They want you to be a lamb so they can talk to you like a dog. That's why I act ratchet. Did I get my point in defensive mode? That's why. And I learned that from Miss A on Innovation Voice because she was tough. Now me, I learned that strength from her, and I also learned from my dad. I used to get picked on. He even told me, "Don't let no person discourage you, especially me." The Bible, that's I'm not scared of that. Okay, I pretend to be scared like when people crave about me. If these old, them old dumbass people want to talk about me, go ahead and talk about going to hell. Only God knows that. First Corinthians 4, 3 to 7. Okay, no man knows about that but God. So hush. Hey y'all, human being twisting Bible verse trying to get control like Master did back in plantation days. I know I read history too. So point it, you know, and work on me. Okay, Second Peter chapter 1, 2:21, and Second Peter chapter 1, 21, and Second Peter 3, 3:15, 3:15, 17. I know, okay, I know I'm cussing about the scriptures attack that situation. I don't care who would get her behind it, what you're lying behind, twisting the scriptures, trying to get control like Master Young played our other ancestors, all been white too. Okay, I tell you like it is. Okay, you know, the toxic religion ain't gonna work on me. Okay, get your feelings, don't get feelings, have a hard time, have a stroke, good. I'm there 50 years. I'll be serious in the next couple of years. I don't give a damn about your ass criticize me. Go ahead with your old dumb ass. Ain't worry about your health. Don't worry about me. I ain't worry about your ass. Don't worry about your old busy body ass. You worry about your own spirit. Don't worry about me. Okay? Come at me with that little twisting Bible shit. I'm telling law to be locked up with the Bible. Okay? Don't go against right first amendment. See, I know my rights. I didn't exercise them in my third twins, but some near 50, I'm gonna exercise them. Whoever get her behind it, good. So my point I'm trying to say is that when you're telling the truth, these people who don't like what you're saying want ignorance. And people be ignorant just like them because you can control an ignorant person. The educated person, you cannot control. That's why they fuck the school up. I'm cussing because I'm very raw. The Rockefellers, Jay-Z, stop calling yourself that. The Rockefeller, John Rockefeller, the first, right? Because the second one was the one, Junior was the one that funded Planned Parenthood for eugenics with what's the name? Margaret Sanger. But before that, it was John Rockefeller. Remember, they didn't want the education teachers to be entrepreneurs. They want us to be workers. Okay? So they taught us to be entrepreneurs. We will be wealthy. We don't need to go work for somebody, make our own money. But the control of masses, you teach everybody to work. That's why folks in poverty. That's why folks in homeless. They're not teaching financial education. And that's why I would get mad even I criticize navigation. It's like, y'all don't want us homeless, but you're not teaching us to have our own businesses. You're not all the time. I said, well, excuse me, I'm not talking about the folks who don't want it. I know it. I'm going to say the N-word. I know some of these niggas don't want to do nothing. Had them on dope, smoking dope, don't want to do shit. I'm not one of them. I want to learn how my own. So if the world, I don't have no air because I'm going to be ugly and evil when someone do me dirty, okay? I'm not going to be no dope match nobody. So since I have a nasty and I'm bipolar PTSD, teach me how my own. You teach a person how they own, you got to take care of them more. See, they have your own. They'll teach you how your own education, financial education. They'll teach you to change your words when you're praying. They don't teach you that shit. They teach you to be part of society and control, be a drone. So if you're going against the grind, these people fail to lose businesses. They control people. That's what it is. That's why they're going after Danielle because she's teaching truth. She teaching the truth and she's teaching people in this life people's mind. And it's sad as an angel as she is, these demons coming after her because they don't want no one to know they're sick. They're those histories. But all these mixed race dudes that's lighter than me will currently who fit the stereotype being mixed, who bash us who are dark. I'm not dark skinned. I'm not wasting my color, but I'm darker than you and have more Afro phenotype. I'm the one out loud about mixed DNA, but you're over here talking about I ain't mixed, but you so mixed and proud, you not defending this mixed race sister here. You here letting her get dots, then she get up to be there getting dead threats. Y'all ass and y'all panties. I tell it like it is, because I'm the OG of the mixed race movement. I'm the OG. I'm the OG. I'm the veterano. I'm the veteran of this shit. I've been in this game since the late 90s, and I'm near 50 years old. Half y'all were not talking about this shit on mixed race topics and on Yahoo and AOL days, in MySpace days. Where were y'all at? Some of y'all that run y'all mouth on YouTube, y'all wasn't talking about this shit. Shit. You wasn't talking about mixed. I was getting involved in the mixed race online spaces in my teens, motherfucker, in 1990s, in the 90s, in the gangster 90s. So I'm the OG in this shit. Half y'all are not no damn OGs. You're not. You wasn't, were you at mixfolk.com? Were you at Mixfolk? I used to argue about my mixed identity on on blackplanet.com and Mahinte. I didn't do too much with Asian Africa. I guess because I'm not into Asian culture like that, but I was on blackplanet.com and Mahinte. Where was y'all on Mahinte and Black Planet? Huh? And Yahoo groups and Yahoo chat. Where were message boards? I would thank you. I'm the OG of the multiracial movement. I'm the gangster of it. You not. I'm the online gangster. Half y'all just blanksters. That's why I want to dox and talk about me and lie to judges because you ain't doing shit. Like I tell that motherfucker judge, her bitch ass, bitch, please, I tell you. FBI, her bitch ass, she lose that fucking license, and she won't be working in Miss Record no more. Trust me. And her ass learning in this Trump administration, she may. You think Joe bad? Trump and his ICE folks ain't playing down there in Phoenix, so she better shut up and leave me alone. Her lying ass forgot her history. Tell her to count history class, gasoline bags. Joe Thor here in Houston, 1977, when HB dumped in a bayou in Colorado, way back and stuff. Remember that? I'm not calling. I'm paraphrasing what they did to him. Called him all that, killed him, mistreated him. She got to this back in 75 born. Common authority, we put gasoline bags, lynches, matanza, lying on Latinos, making false allegations. Example, this bitch, a judge, she's Latino, she forgot her history. She forgot her history. Dumbass, believe her? Yeah, forgot her damn history. Like I said, if it happened to her bitch ass in Trump administration, don't go and run for her, what's called March for No King March for Mississippi Gonzalez. Do not do it, baby. Don't do it. I ain't doing it. I'm a bitch. So I don't think want to ask me no damn victim. That's between me. That's why me and other actors and me don't get along, because they was taught to be victims. I fight hard not to be no damn victim and not have victim mentality. When I hit the street, we don't law traffic book. It said do not have a victim mentality. And if I in Black History Month, will I be talking about that in my next? Yes, I will. I'm going to criticize the school districts teaching a false version of history when it comes to Black history. They always talk about the victimization. They don't talk about the folks that fought back, that went and fought the atrocities, or who didn't have the atrocities against them during them times. Trying to keep us in victim mode. Trying to keep us, yeah, that's what it is. And no, I'm not, baby. No, I'm not with that victim mode. Like all y'all come and say, oh, tough niggas and stuff. But when it comes to this topic, you're not tough. And it goes back to Williams letter. The Williams letter says, mentally weak and physically strong. That's why you use the word chimp out. You're chimp out actor, but you're not mentally strong. And like those cats said that song, that they did enough with the song, nigga ain't shit. Intellectual thinking that you're missing, thank you. Half you're not intellectually smart. You think like a nigga on the street that's a slave master man on a plantation. You don't think like a warrior. Like yesterday with Martin King's birthday, he was a warrior. He was not a warrior. He went out the street and protested for us to get rights. Half y'all will do that shit. So y'all more man than I am, then take your man ass and fight against. Said what I said. If you so tough and hard, take your masculine ass and go fight against racism. You ain't gonna do that shit. You see, you can't be mentally weak, because that's why I know a lot on the street and fight against oppression. And I'm homeless. You hear old fake bus trying to, I said all this old tough and hard shit, but you ain't tough and hard when it comes to oppression. Nah, don't do it. Sound like Sophia when what's her name, when in a movie called what's her name, Celie put that knife against Mister. Please, Celie, don't do it. Don't do it, Celie. Don't do it. Don't do it. And my question is to y'all, if you so big and bad, you a tough ass niggas, why you not tough ass niggas when it comes to fighting against racism? Half you are too weak minded. That's why I don't click with many brothers. You weak minded. You think like a white man's nigga on a plantation that's not smart. Okay? And you want to protect this sister here because she ain't did nothing wrong. She a sweet sister. I don't care if she light skinned and she don't like no pure white woman. Okay? Stop with that, man. She look racist, you know what I'm saying? She's Italian, Irish, Black American, French Creole, Spanish Creole, Mexican, Native. She got a lot of stuff in her. She mixed. And she need protection. And y'all, man, protect this sister. Protect her if you so much master than I am. I'm the one with a feeling voice, with a master, with my balls beating y'all's. Talking about all that, oh, I'm more man. Then nigga, if you a more man, protect this woman here. Shit. That's what's wrong. You use your masculine energy to protect, not to offend. and half of y'all use your masculine energy to defend. I get ugly because that's my defensive tone. But I'm gonna go out there and be offended. Now I'm defensive, I call your ass out. Mistreatment is different. Your masculine energy for protect yourself, protect your kids and your woman. Not to go chimp out. And some of you brothers do that. Not because of your fear complex, even brainwashed their fear complex about being black. And I laugh and I say, I'm not proud of my blackness, which I am proud, but be real, I'm not a pure black person because what white person see me as. Okay? And you're not pure black. But you use your blackness as a reference to stereotypes, negative stereotypes. And you see him think it's cute, like a misshowed monkey in what's it called it in the Jim Crow blackface days. That's what you remind me of. You're not promoting black excellence. You promoting black negativity and calling it being black. And it's wrong. I'm not saying, oh, y'all don't want to talk about time, but then I'm talking about. And that's the problem I have. Because you were proud of your blackness, you wouldn't use your black roots to be negative. You be positive about it, but you want be masculine in protecting the woman and protecting your children and protecting your friend. That was supposed to protect yourself and be smart. You don't think like a leader. You think like a nigga on a plantation, and a nigga on a plantation was not a leader. When you call yourself a nigga, you become the white man's nigga on plantation. Okay? So that's what I have to say. And I've been like this with a perm in my hair, with so-called nappy hair, bald head, with all, because I'm the soul within regardless of what my hair texture look like. Okay? It's a soul within. And this sister here is teaching true history. True history. Not that crap they teach in school. That's why I made a video about this, because I understand what my sister going through. I understand what she's going through. Because I've been through hell on these streets, YouTube streets, and in social media. And I'm near fucking 50 years old, be 47 this summer. I've been online, went through all the hell, challenged people challenged me, defensively. Because I got balls. Half y'all don't got no damn balls. You let the person win. I get back up and fight back. That's why when my child got taken away, I continue to talk about Blue Star. I wasn't obsessed with that nigga. I'm letting the nigga know, you gonna stop me playing my miscarriage. You got people take my channel about telling too much truth. And he was demonic. It's fun to navigation center. Y'all found that asshole was satanic. I told your asses, because I used to be a damn motherfucking witch, a male witch, a warlock. From 9 to 12, 12, almost 13 years old. Well, actually, I turned 12 a year, 91. Until my teacher was demonic, I left that shit alone. Then I became Catholic at 13 going on 14 years old, 93. So let me tell you something. I knew that he was using a spiritual warfare, a demonic spiritual to attack me because I was telling so much truth. The devil is a father of lies. I know that the stock of 19 is the practice of satanic shit, and I will be shot that bitch down there in Phoenix and her white husband and own a damn murder house by some white woman years ago, a trunk house. Why would you turn that to a law firm? That's satanic. I'll be scared because we realize spirits do exist. You better put some get an exorcist, a priest to put a holy water in that area, okay? Because they doing murder in that house. Murder! What's the case? Like what's the name? Shoes like Sudal said. And we know why he said he was with Jimmy IBM, but they even going with Celeste case. Come on now. Gotta be smart, can't be dumb. People suffer lack of knowledge. Okay? And they got Satanism and Satan come and Scottsdale, top 22. They're trying to get lawyers to legalize, normalize Satan in Arizona. Sex trafficking going on down there. Oh, baby, I know on that damn city in that county. Okay? Because I know all this was demonic attack on me because I was telling too much truth. The devil does not love truth. Now I know I'm cussing and I'm not acting Christ-like, but I'm going to tell it like it is. And the devil does not love truth. He loves lies. God is for truth. And half y'all go with lies because man say so. Calling me a pure black man is a lie. We are mixed black men. You're mixed race black. None of our people that's African are pure. We are mixed. You come about some white race man. Is the white man God? Hell to no. You let the oppressed define who the hell you are. Something wrong with your ass. You the one hate yourself. Ain't me. Don't try to project that shit on me. So I tell you like it is. And choose that you're free. All right? To my sister, may you be protected. And I do pray you come back on YouTube because you got a voice of the light in the darkness. And these evil people who's making threats to you, contact the feds on their ass. If they go to protection order and lie to judges, get the judge information, go to Department of Justice and go to FBI, go to civil rights violation, put their name on there, get the police officer's name and the judge order the courthouse, and put their ass on blast to FBI and to the department just get their bitch ass out of their doggone job. And lock of corrupt cops and corrupt judges like judges, put their behind there. See, fucking with me will fuck the crib up. Because I know how to get their ass in trouble. Because I'm cussing, but the Bible says you don't crack nobody, don't crack a person, you hate correct, you earn insult. And that's the Bible that I say, and I'm that person. And we don't like being corrected because people misinterpret correction. Because last time I checked in the Bible, St. Paul said, 2 Timothy chapter 24, 26, a slave of law correcting kindness or meekness. So when I'm getting corrected ugly, or I'm getting falsely accused, or yelled at, harassed, I know it ain't coming from no God. It comes from the devil. That's why I don't like nobody correcting me. So I say, God correct me. Romans 10:21. I find, when St. Paul reading to the Romans from the book of Isaiah, I find for those who can seek me and find who they ask me. And I prefer God who holy than anyone on this earth to fix me. Not no stupid piece of flesh that needs to fix itself. Whatever badge or stinky robe.